Hey, Missy. Hey, Dawn. How y'all doing? I'll zoom in here a little when we get going. How you doing? How's your weekend? Hi, Fritchie. Anybody else I missed? Yeah, that's it so far. So hope y'all are doing well. Good to see you, Laverne. Good morning. I get a sip of my water here. Get my voice rolling. Hi, Janet. Hi, Keeks. Let's see. CB. Good morning, CB. Charmaine. I'm trying to catch everybody as they come in. We're going to color in the new Catitude. I will zoom in. I just wait till we get crack-a-lacking. Hi, Kat. How you doing? Hi, Arlene. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. I saw you were getting your chair either cleaned or fixed or something. I saw that a few days ago. Let's see, who else am I missing? So thanks everybody for being here. Hi, Terry. Good to see you. Oh, Terry, we didn't get, because I wasn't here last Monday because the fam was here, I didn't do prompts last week. So we will get the prompt bowl out first thing here. As soon as everybody comes in, we'll get the prompts. We'll get the prompt bowl rolling. Let's see. Let me see. So yeah, good to see everybody on this Monday. I've totally lost track of time last week because everybody was here and doing the lake thing and the family thing and driving back and forth. It was very hectic last week. So hopefully this week will be more relaxed, more chill. Hi, Pamela. Let me fix my chair here. There we go. Let's see. Cindy, Miriam. Hey, Miriam. Stay safe over there, Miriam. Every time I see something on the news, I think of you, Miriam. Y'all keep Miriam in your prayers for her safety. Hi, Barbara, Chicken Pot Pie Society. Sip of water here. Let's see. Belinda. So yeah, so we're gonna get crack-a-lacking here in a minute. Your chair got filthy in the garden. Okay, all right. I didn't know if like it needed a trip to the to the place where they clean them. I didn't know. Did it get stuck? Was it gonna move? Okay, good, Arlene. Let's see. B3 Barbie. You're welcome, Miriam. Missy, Zinjin. So yeah, good to see everybody. We're going to color in Catitude. I will be zooming in here in just a minute. Oh, it's a little flashed out. Let's turn the brightness down. It's a little bright. There we go. That's better. Keeks, are you waiting? Yeah. I got it last week, but we didn't get to color in it last week. Let's see. Icy. Yeah, I like to say good morning to as many people as you can before we get crack-a-lacking. Let's see. I think I got a couple pictures of Samantha in London. Let me show those off. I gotta show off the grands. I don't have anything new from Cameron. He's Denise tracks him and she says she sees him darting around the hotel. So he's good. He's moving. He's still alive. He's moving. And let's see. Here's one. Let's see. Got this one of Samantha. There she is. I'm not sure where that is exactly, but there's a picture of her there. And let's see what else. Here's this one. Again, I'm not sure where she is. But she's I talked to her yesterday. She called to tell Granddad happy Father's Day yesterday. So I got to talked to her for a few minutes yesterday, and she's having her living her best life, you know. Let's see. I showed y'all this one last week. I showed y'all that one last week. So, scrolling, seeing if I have anything else. I think that's it. I think that's all I got for now. No, here's one with their out there. So yeah. Let's see. Kimberly. Said hi to Missy. Angie. Hi, Angie. I think I caught everybody so far. Thanks for Belinda. Brenda. Thanks everybody for being here. So yeah, I think that's all the pictures I got of her in London. She's loving it. She's having a great time. And yeah. Thanks everybody for being here last week when Logan and Dan popped in before they headed to the airport. They got to say a few words before they left to the airport last Wednesday. They made it home fine. Let's see. I guess I've caught everybody. So I guess we could get crack-a-lacking. So first off, somebody sent me this. Riri's usually the one that sends me books. And so I asked her, I said, did you send me this, Riri? She said, no. She goes, but it sounds good, so I might have to buy it. That's what she said. But y'all know how I always say, don't dilly-dally, dawdle, or lollygag when we do a giveaway. Well, look, L is for lollygag. So I don't know who sent this to me. If anybody wants to fess up, I'll send you a thank you. So let's see what it says. Let me see what year it came out. There's a little bookmark in there. Let's see. It came from not thrift books, but something like that. Oh, you sent it? You sent it, Kat? Oh my gosh. I'll write this down. Thank you, Cheshire. I'm going to put your name in it because I try to do that when anybody sends me a book. Yes, I got the prompt bowl right here, Terry. Oh my gosh. So this came out in 2008. Let's see what it says under lollygag. Oh, look, here's a J.K. Rowling quote right there. Let's see. QLMNOP. Let's get over to L. Let's see. Lollygag. Lickety split. Where's lollygag? There it is. Okay, here we go. No, this doesn't have anything to do with choking on a lollipop. It means to dawdle, waste time, lag behind, and generally slow things down. Basically the opposite of lickety-split, which was right over here. Lickety-split is really fast. The word split is slang for leave or let's split this place. Adding lickety makes the splitting faster. Other versions of this old-timey word include lickety-click, lickety-cut, and lickety-switch. So, but I love lollygag. I got that from Hubster. Hubster, that's an old Southern thing, lollygag. You know. So, and dilly-daddle and dawdle. Let's see if either one of those are in here. Dilly-dally or dawdle. This is going to be fun. This is going to be fun to read these. We ought to pick one every week when we do the prompts. When we do the prompts, Kat, we'll read one of these. Dilly-dally. Here we go. Dilly-dally. To waste time, dawdle, dither. Also see lollygag. Dilly-dally, dawdle. Let's see, dawdle. Dawdle. Is that in here? I guess I got enough enough words for dilly-dally and dawdling. I don't see dawdle. Wait, let's go back. Yeah. So we need to do one of these every week. Let's put a post-it in here. We'll start next week in the A's. Let's see. But your mommy always said, quit lollygagging. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. All right. So we're going to put it over here um, for next week. We'll start in the A's. Here we go. We'll start in the A's next week. We'll read out of this every week when we do the prompts. I'll put this in the prompt book. I mean, in the prompt bowl, so we don't forget. All right. So let's see. So thank you, Kat. Hi, Mama Four. Hi, Christina. Let's see. Who else am I missing? Scrolling. All right, Nana Mo. Okay, so let's go ahead and pick our 5 prompts out of a couple of hundred I got here. And so even if y'all don't do them, write them down so that you have them for later. Where's my little here? Ideas for later. Let's see. Today is 6/16. All right, so let's pick 5. I love that, Kat. Thank you so much. That is amazing. We'll have fun. We'll have fun with that. Hi, Anlar. Who else? Nana. I said, have Nana Mo. All right, let's pick off the top 5. I just pick them off the top. Let's go ahead and zoom in too. There we go. All right, that looks pretty good. Let's brighten it up just a little. Let's refocus. All right, here we go. We have duck, dock, the 1920s, garden tools, and shells. There we go. So we have duck, dock, the 1920s, garden tools, and shells. There we go. There's our prompts for the week. You'll do with them what you will. All right. So thanks, Terry, for always reminding me to pull prompts. And thanks again, Kat, for that book. It's going to be fun. We'll do it every Monday when we do the prompts. Okay, so now, losing my little cuts here. Let me put that right there. My pencils. And I pulled out the glitter pins in case we need those. All right, let's see. All right, so I did get a new collage soup book. It's a small one as compared to, let me get one of their regular size ones here. Here's Robotropica, Robot-tropica or Robotropica. So you can see the different size here. So this is a small one. And one of these might be good too. All right. So ride 'em, cowgirl. So let's go do a quick flip through this. Let's see. Put it in caps if you're talking to me. Make sure you have all messages clicked at the top so you see all the messages, and that goes for the replays too. You have to select all messages or you don't see all the messages from the chat. Hi, Makes. You have it. Let's see, was it last week? I think I saw you did a haul video, art haul. Let's see. Rachel in sunny UK. Well, that's good to know that it's sunny over there, Rachel, because that's where my granddaughter is. If you missed it a minute ago, I was showing pictures of Samantha over. She's in London for 2.5 months on the student thing, student. There's a name for it. It's not, anyway, it's a student visa, but it's a student something. Anyway, here she is. Let's see. This is probably the most recent picture I have of her there. She's so tiny too. She's only like 4'9" or 10. She's very little. She looks like a little kid if you didn't know. But then she fixes herself up to look more adult. Let's see. Let me go back to my pictures here. Let's see. Do I have a good one of? Let's see. What's the last face picture I had of her? Uh, no, that was. Let's see. Let me see. Do I have a good face picture? I did have one of her right before she left in the car. Let's see. I probably won't be able to find it now. Mm, yeah, it's not coming. Not. Oh, well, here we go. Here she is in the. So that was before she left. Anyway, enough bragging about the grands. Let's see. So I'm glad to know it's sunny over there. All right, let's see. I said hi to Belinda and Megs, Terry. Study abroad. Maybe that's what I'm trying to think of, Zinjin. Yeah. So, uh, aw, thanks, Rachel. All right, let's do a quick flip through the Collage Super Item Cowgirl. Then we'll do a flip through the Catitude. I already have 2 pages picked, but I think I already know which one I'm going to do. All right, let's see. So, how's that look? So again, Emily Stone is the owner of Collage Soup, and you can find all the Collage Soup books on Amazon or at collagesoup.com. And if you'd like to do digitals, they have all kinds of digitals on their website. I just buy the books off Amazon. And okay, Angie. Let's see. That looks pretty good. All right. And these are matte. These are matte pages. So so lots of different cowgirls in space. This is going to be, I'm going to be able to do a nice big disc. I'll do a big disc with this one. Oh, I like that one. You know, on my collage discs. I got some of the plate stands, some more of the black plate stands, the iron plate stands. And I put them all up on the wall. So I have all in the other room, in my mural room, I have all my discs up on plate stands on the wall. So if I want to show y'all a disc, I have to go run in the other room and get them because they're all in the other room. So I know, isn't this fun, Namo? Look at her. Look at that hat. I mean, that just looks like felt, doesn't it? Doesn't it look just like a real felt hat? So this is very cool. In the rodeo buckles. I know. Hi, Tori. Good to see you. I sent out everybody's Happy Mail last week, and I'm hoping everybody gets it because it's a little on the thick side, especially Joanne in Canada and Tori in Ireland. I hope y'all make it okay. I put extra postage, and hopefully they get to y'all okay. Yes, thank you, Barbie. Study abroad, yes. Look at this one with like that. This could be on any planet, you see. So I'll have fun with this. Cows in space. I just love the variety of imagination in these books. I know, right, Nanamo? I love all these. So, and then there's some of the different ones. So, and you can download them. You can, not all books are downloadable and not all books are in hard copy. So you have to just kind of look and watch and search around. So that's that one, which I will be playing with on a disc. Then this is what we're going to work in today, the Pop Manga Catitude book. We'll zoom in when I start coloring. And I had this on in my cart for, I didn't pre-order it. So as soon as they said it was available, I got it. So we'll do a little flip through it. Camilla de Errico. And so, yeah. Thank you, Kat. Cheshire put the link to this book in there, to the Catitude. It's on Amazon. Hi, me. Anybody else coming in I might have missed? Do y'all remember Angry Cat? Let's see. It was a few years back. So I had this one picked out, but this is not the one I'm going to do. I'm going to do this one coming up. But I did have this one picked out because of the fish, but the other one has fish and I like it better. So we're going to do the other one. But aren't they awesome? I love Camilla's stuff. I just love the pop manga. You're going to watercolor pencil in yours? Okay, Keeks. I'm not sure what I want to do. Yeah, I did pull pencils because we'll always use pencils. We always use the pencils. But I don't know if I want to do, it's always quicker to do an acrylic wash because I can get a lot done if we have an acrylic wash. Here, this one. This is the one I want to do because of the fish. So, and then this one has little fish bone cookies or something, or as they say over in across the pond, biscuits. But this is the one we're going to do today. Hi, Joanne. Who else am I missing? Thanks everybody for being here. They're just so fun, aren't they? Her work is just so fun. I have all her books. I think I have all her books, and a couple of them I have doubles. But, well, I think there's one I didn't get because it's a compilation. So I think. But otherwise, I have all her books. And we always try to color in October. We've been coloring in it for 3 or 4 years. Her Halloween, Halloween kind of type pictures. I color in it every October. I'm going to have to start thinking about what I want to do for Inktober. I almost said, I've done the posters 3 or 4 years in a row. I don't know if I want to do Inktober posters again. We'll see. I have a little bit of time left. Hi, Cat and Paste. I know. Aren't they fun? Have you finished a page? I haven't seen I've been busy. I've been, But so I don't know if you posted a page, Cat and Paste, out of this book. I know you have the book because you did a flip of it, but I didn't know if you have posted a page. Do I need to go look? Can you tell me? Have you posted a page in this book? Inktober chickens. Yeah, but 31 chickens, Keeks. That's a lot of chickens. I'd probably get really burned out on chickens if I drew 31 of them. And I've been doing it for, I don't know how many years, 10, 11 years without missing a year. And I have completed Inktober every year, but I don't want to get, 31 chickens. I might say, okay, I've had enough chickens. You haven't colored in it yet? Okay. Well, you need to. You'll rock it. You'll rock it, Cat and Paste. Did I miss something, Animo? Oh, she just said hi. So there we go. So let's go back. I want to do this one. So we'll save this one for another day. And again, I think I want to do an acrylic wash, which will help, speed up the process a little bit. All right. So let me kind of do the spine here. I've got to do a few pages of cracking the spine so we can. You're waiting for your woomers? Okay. I love the woomers, me. I do like the woomers. Maybe I should pull the woomers out too and use those. I haven't used the woomers in a while. Okay, we almost got it there. There we go. Lay a little flatter. All right. So let's see. Oh, thanks, Namo. Yeah. Well, it's getting close. Yeah, I mean, July, August, September, 3 months. 3 months. I'll have to, I at least got to be thinking about it. Let me pour a little more water in my lemon water cup. Oh, ice. Let's see. I have to decide on colors and everything. I kind of know because a couple of colors, at least a couple of colors. I want these fish to be orange and yellow, even though they're not really koi fish. That I could make them koi fish. More. Hi Tina. I know Riri. I posted to Riri a reel of the Stones doing honky tonk woman and the cowbells. Well, I can't make the sound of a cowbell. But anyway, and so Riri said she's going to some flea market or something, and she's gonna go get her a cowbell. That cracked me up. Hi, thanks, Tina says always comes in saying good morning to everybody. Let's see. Cat Pasty. Who was offering me some free prize? I said, yeah, I know. See, I don't do sponsors either. Cat and Paste. I don't want to be obligated to anybody. This is not my job. I mean, y'all give me super chats and I get AdSense, but I'm not selling anything. I'm not. This is not a job for me. This is my retirement fun time. And that's what I like to keep it over here on my YouTube channel, my retirement art fun time. And so I do get people saying, and I got some more comments over the weekend about, don't you want to talk about what's going on in the world? Yeah, you can talk with me about it over on Facebook. I'm doing it on my fun time. This is my fun time. All right, so let's see. The Woomers. Here we go. Now, I know some of y'all like to keep all your pencils nice and orderly, and I do keep. I need to probably put them in a case because But they come in this nice tin. I love the pretty tin, but it comes in the floppiest thing ever. So I couldn't stand to take those trays out, and they're just flopping up. So they're all like this. Here's my Woomers. So let's see. Am I missing anything? Jennifer started coloring the very first page with the crystals. In the cat book? You started coloring in here? The very first page? Oh, okay. All right, Tina. Have you posted anything yet? Have you posted anything? Let me know. I'll go over there and find you. Let's see. Riri must have. Let's see. Scrolling. Hi, Riri. Yeah, I just saw your good morning. Yeah, so go get that cowbell. Let's see. Scrolling now. If chocolate company, yeah, there you go. Well, yeah, I've not had any chocolate companies come and offer me. I mean, I've had a lot of different people want me to, be sponsored by them and show their products and stuff. I don't mind showing. I buy the stuff though. I buy it. If I like it, I'll show it. I'm all about promoting companies. I don't mind promoting companies, but I'm going to do it on my own time. My own terms. I'm not going to do it because you've given me free products. You keep your pencils in jars. I keep most of them in cases. Here, let me pull a case. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think I have about 12 cases of pencils. Remember now, I've been doing this. I've been streaming for 15 years and been in this studio for 23. So, but yeah. So here's my Loomies, my Holbees. So I do have a lot of them in my pencil cases. I can't keep them in pencils in a jar. Like I have to have them stand. I can't do that. They have to be flat. Like here's how I keep my ongoing set of Prismacolors, and I have a whole nother set. I will actually have 2 sets of Prismacolors. Well, I gave one to Denise that I inherited from my mom and my uncle when they passed. So I've got tons of pencils. And I like keeping these in the tray because I can see my yellows, oranges. Let's do a little ASMR moment. Yes, Missy, the Woomers are these are the most similar, I think, to Prismas that I've ever used. So I'm not saying there's aren't others out there because I've not used every pencil out there, right? So there's tons of them. Let's turn that. There we go. But I like having like this orange, yellows, reds, pinks, and dark reds, purples, and you can see they're a little out of order because sometimes they don't get put back in their exact spot. There's greens, yellows, blues, and then neutrals, supposed to be neutrals, although I do keep orange and my blue and orange in here because I use my blue and orange a lot for shadows and highlights. So they're over there too. But anyway, so yeah. And then the Woomers, they're just like this. Oh, you're not finished with it yet, Tina? Okay. Let's see. I said hi to Kimberly. Hi, Kathy Bird. Who else? Scrolling. And Brenda, love the worlds. Yeah, Brenda. Well, we try to do that here. You know, if you want all the other drama, I mean, I do drama on Facebook, you know, but I'm not doing it here. Just saying. Let's see. You're not streaming, but you have a million pencils. You're waiting for Woomers and the brute. I have the brute fronter. I don't know if it's the squares. Is it the squares I have? But I do have. I think I have 2 sets of brute funner. Is that how you say it? But yeah, I have those as well. Me. But anyway, so these are the Woomers, and again, they're not in any kind of. If I was using them all the time, then I'd go ahead and do this, and I can do this quickly. I would take all my yellows and greens, put them in rubber bands. So you can do this. I would just take them and just start bundling. And then just, because that's how I keep everything else in my markers, my pens. It's all up here on my wall right in front of me, along with my acrylic paints like these. This kind, not my tube paints. My tube paints are over there with my jelly plates because that's really the only place I use the tube paints is with my jelly plates because I like my craft paints because pencils go over matte craft paints and pencils do not always go over the artist grade tube paints because they have a sheen to them that resists the pencils. So, but I do use this kind of, tube paint type stuff on the jelly plate. Oh, let's see. Yes, my pencils. So anyway, all right. But yeah, I do like the Woomers. And I do really probably need to put them in one of the cases. I would use them more if they were in a case. So let's see what I want to decide to do. What colors here? Do I want a blue background? Because I do want yellow and orange fish. So let's go ahead and just see what I want here with yellows and orange. I'm just going to, play a little bit here. Let's see, shade those, this. And I do have duplicates of some in here. So let's see. All right, those probably be enough. And maybe one darker red. Terracotta. All right, maybe this for the fish. We'll put that right there. I don't know what color I want the cat to be. Do I want the cat to be white? High view. If I do the cat white, then I'd probably want to go ahead and do a wash of a blue on him. Let's see, maybe. Drop the pencil. All right. Let's see. Maybe I'll do that. Let's go ahead and see. Do I have some wax here? Some wax paper under here. So that we can paint without sticking the pages together. If y'all have any questions, put it in caps. Let's see. Fernando, hey, good to see you. Anybody else coming in that I might have missed? Let's see here. I was doing something. Was that wet on the bottom? No. I'll show you something else I'm working on. I wasn't doing it on camera. Let's see. Let me get a couple baby wipes, keep my hands clean. All right. And looking for my, like, I think this blue will work. And we can always add more blue or shading. The colonial blue, my blue gray. All right, so let's see here. Whoops, pull that out. Well, before I pour that paint out, I'll show you what I'm working on. So I don't know if y'all, and I do have two of the fold outs. I think I'm going to make one of these big. If y'all have seen these Tim Holtz, does this sit here? Yeah. So you can buy these Tim Holtz little accordion book things that have the flaps. It's quite big. See, and they have the flaps on them. And you can also buy the little, like ATC size little pockets and little envelopes that can fit in here. So anyway, I saw this at Hobby Lobby and a while back. So I got this one a while back and I hadn't worked on it. And then I came across another one and I said, well, you know what? I think I'm going to get another one and I'll keep that one for a sample. Because I want to keep that one so that if I show you this one, I'll have one untouched to show you. Let's see. Do I have a question here? It is Camilla. Yes, I love Camilla's art. I have her art books. I have her how to draw books. I think I have all of Camilla's books. You're waiting for Dogitude? Arlene, good one. Oh my gosh. I'm looking for anything in caps. Put in caps, guys. So anyway, I went ahead and started painting. I painted mine back and front and I started stamping on it. And I did put 2 pockets on mine and I put watches in it. So this is going to be like a little time travel book. So I've already stamped out some gold. I edged everything on the edges with the gold pen. And then I stamped all this because most of this is going to be covered up. I just kind of want something in the background, So, yeah, and then we'll turn it over because it goes the other way as well. So it's 2-sided, and we've made some of these similar like this, guys, back in the day with file folders. If y'all remember, we did a lot of this kind of stuff 10 years ago with file folders and cut them and folded them and did all this stuff to them. But this is already pre-made, so I don't have to do anything except decorate and play with it. So yeah. So we'll see about maybe playing with this. We'll see maybe Wednesday. I'm not sure. But here's some of the different little pockets you can get. They have little pockets. They have little index card looking things. And so, yeah. So like I said, I did 2. I painted these gold and put little watches in there to make it like a little time travel type book. Okay, let's fold that now. There we go. So we'll see. But anyway, so I have been working on that. All right, so let's go ahead now. I said all that because this is where all that gold came from. This is where I was working with all that gold. All right, we'll zoom in here too in a minute. Let's go ahead and do this now. I always tell y'all that if you're going to use your acrylic paint in a color book, you want to water it down because otherwise you're going to cover up all your line art. So I do water it down. And let's see. Let me find a good brush here. Let's see. I don't want too big, too small. I love my angle brushes. Here's one. All right, let me get this wet. All right. So we're going to go ahead and I'm just going to paint over the whole background. I'm just going to paint over the whole thing. I need a bigger brush now. No, I'm going to let's just make it quicker. Let's make it quicker. We're going to just paint over the whole thing. A little bit less, a little bit more water. got a little too dark. Let's see. Just get it a little bit smoothed out. So I'm just going to put a whole wash over the whole thing, smooth it out a little with the baby wipe. Now, I will give you this big tip, big hint, big tip. Dry this 100% before you put pencil to it. Otherwise, you're going to tear it, rip it, pill it. You got to have this 100% dry before you start coloring on it. Okay, 100% dry. Let's see. I said hi to Laverne. Who else am I missing? All right. Let me clean my brush. All righty. Plug in my heat tool. Yeah, View, you learned your lesson. Did you dig through a color book page at one point? And it may buckle a little, but I don't care because by the time I do the back side page, it'll be flattened out. Hi, Becky. And you can dry the back. It helps flatten it. Okay, I can use this. And it's really not a bad idea to put a piece of cardstock between your pages so that you're not digging into this page. You're going to, it's going to mar this page if you dig in too hard with your color pencils, and it's still a little cold to the touch, so it's not 100% dry. But let me get a piece of cardstock. It's just a good idea to have that between your pages. Let's see, I want it bigger. I want a 12 by 12. Let's see, here we go. That's just paper. That's get a couple sheets. Just something to kind of protect the next pages. And also, if you have something like this, then you can check your colors and stuff over here. All right, so let's flatten it out a little just by kind of pulling and rolling it. Well, it's pretty good. I think it's now. I don't trust that. Let me just do one more quick. Okay, so now I'm gonna move my little paint thing out of my way. And I got this here. I got a little idea here in a minute. All right, let's get a white pencil and I love, these are my favorite pencil sharpeners. Joanne Newman turned me onto these maybe a couple years ago. And I have ordered them and replaced them, given Denise some. I love these little T-Gall, because you can change the size of the sharpening that you want to do. I usually like number 3. So I love these things. Let's see. All right, so I've got some oranges here for the fish. But the cat, let's see. I'm going to need some pink for his little pads. Let's see. Let's get a couple of pinks. I'm going to have to sharpen everything. Right? Aren't they the best, Tina? I have no plan for this. I'm winging this, people. I don't know what I'm going to do, really. I mean, I thought, well, I'm going to do a white cat. Let's do some pink pads. I need another darker pink. You have too many pencils, sharpeners? Oh, I've gone through different ones. I like the metal ones. I like the brass bullet tip one, the bullet shaped ones. But this one kind of, I'm just kind of stuck on these right now. I've never liked the electric ones. I've had them over in the past, but they just go and your pencil's gone. You know, your pencil will be gone in a hot minute with electric ones. All right, so let's start with these little pads. Let's start with, oh, let's see, maybe I should zoom in one more. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and then maybe brighten up just a tad. Just trying to get it as true to color as I can. That looks pretty good. Let's refocus too. I turn the autofocus off because if I don't, it'll do that all the time. This is not, I'm using a webcam, so it's not like a camera where you make a video where it's crystal clear and nothing zooms in and out. You know, webcams, you got to go in there and adjust things constantly. So anyway, yes, exactly, Tina. All right, so let's go ahead and just, and I don't know, I'm just going to, you know, do a little play here. I'm going to do his little pads just to get me started. But because there's a wash of acrylic paint, you can just feel a little bit of texture. It's just nice. It's really nice. The page looks exactly like the photo of Malibu. Yeah, I know. That's why I thought I would do a white cat. If y'all don't follow Cat and Paste on her YouTube and her Instagram, y'all need to. All right, let's see. Some little pads over here. So put that down. This paw is facing down, so you can't see the little toe beans. The little toe beans. All right, let's see. So remember, pencil will go over your acrylic paint and cover up. It can cover up the whole thing. Remember, I've shown y'all that with the black acrylic paint. All right, so there we go. We got our little toe beans going. I need a little, let me get not magenta, but maybe paintbrush in there. Let's move that out. Maybe a little, do I want a little Crimson Lake? Maybe just a touch of more depth here. Is the inside of their mouth, I'm trying to think, is the inside of their mouth pink? Can y'all think of it right off? I mean, I'm trying to think of when my cats yawn. I think the inside of their mouth is pink. I'm pretty sure, right? Let's do that. It's been I can't, you know, what's the color of the inside of their mouth? But I think it's pink. And it may depend. I know the toe beans their color depends on the kind of cat it is. You know, a gray cat, you know, I think it might be a gray tongue or a gray inside. You know what I'm saying? It does depend on the color of the cat's fur. Put a little shadow up in there. And then kind of blend it in with the white. And of course, like his little teeth there, I can go in there with Posca and give him little bigger fangs. Yeah, see, Tina, it depends. The toe bean color depends on the color of your cat. Like the white cat, like which mine are, they're pink. There was some little spots on them and stuff, but they're essentially pink. I remember my gray cat. The gray cat had gray pads. So, yeah. Okay, so Ann Meg said, I just checked my cat, pink and dark purple. My kitty is black and white. Yeah, see, so it does matter, what color their fur is as far as their toe beans and the inside of their mouth. So isn't that funny? All right. So I thought that the blue tinge would be good because that would start a shadow, like a mid-tone shadow. I'm going to use like the blue, blue blues. Is this the same one? Did I pick up two slate blues? Yeah. As a deeper shadow for the white cat. So I'll do the cat mostly white, and then of course I can add extra fur with the Posca. Oh yes, the nose. Thank you, Ann Makes. Yes. Thank you for reminding me of the little pink nose. Okay, let's do a little bit of shadow on that too. I'm exaggerating the color. It's not really going to be this hot pink, but yeah, it's a color book page. We can do what we want. All right, so next I think I want to do, let's just, while I'm sitting here with the fish eyes, I'm going to take because y'all know I like to do the pupils pretty quickly. And I'm going to go ahead and do all the fish eyes, pupils, black, just because I don't want to forget that for one thing. And of course, my cat eyes are closed. So color book pages are rarely black line. It's usually, a gray color. And so if you want anything really dark black, you're going to have to go in there and put that in because they're not going to be dark black. Let's see. Brenda said tuxedo cat's mouth is pink with black spots. His toe beans are also pink and black. You see, isn't that funny? It's so, let's see. Tina, I buy the Prisma white pencils by the dozen. I know, Tina. Let's see here. Tina, I hear you, girl. Nothing beats a white Prisma. Not even Holbees or Polys or Loomies. Nothing beats a white Prisma, in my opinion. Maybe I'll have better luck with them. Nothing beats a white Prisma. Okay, where was I? Right, Tina? All right, so let's see. And I'll probably add a little highlight with a dot of white Posca in their eyes, but we'll do that after a while. All right, so I don't want to forget to do that. So there's got to start. Do you sound just like Denise? Sometimes we sound alike. So, like we literally sometimes sound alike. Sometimes I notice I sound like my mom's voice. So it's funny, Okay. So let's see. What do I want to start? And of course, I'll do nice big whiskers and everything. I should probably look at a white cat because their little bellies are going to be really well. All right, let me just go ahead and start. So I'm going to start by putting in some white underbelly fur on the the underneath, and I don't know how much you're going to be able. Can y'all see that or not? You probably won't be able to see too much at first. And again, I'm going to use Posca to get the bright highlights. So, all right, let me hold this up and see if you can tell the difference. Very subtle background, very subtle, slate blue background. Has more of Appalachian twang, but she doesn't ever cuss. Oh my gosh. I'm not saying I never cuss. If I smack my hand with a hammer, I've been known to say a cuss word too. But I try not to. Just because you can say everything you want to say, you don't have to. You don't have to. You don't have to do it because you can. All right, let's see. All right, I'm just going to put some white in here because I'm not quite sure where I want to go yet with all the white on the fur and the blue. Coloring challenge. I have a tuxedo cat laying over my bank, so you can't really color right now. Is that what you're saying, Ann Makes? Because you got a cat laying on you. Let's see. Let's do a little around the foot here. If I really wanted to get it more realistic shading and stuff, I could look it up, and do a little more research. I'm just making this up as we go. Janet got you cussing, Tina. It's all her fault. Okay, you can blame her if you want. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I'm going to do a little bit of shading right here. Let's start with a little bit of the blue. I'm going to take I kind of want to take my time. This is, my first page in this book, but at the same time, I'm streaming. We don't have all day. So I'll kind of go back and forth between things. So I'm going to do the blue slate shading. And again, wherever the blue just because it looks really blue, by the time I go over it with the white Posca, you're going to see that this falls way in the background. But you got to have that base. I just caught myself holding my breath. I don't do it as much as I used to. I used to hold my breath a lot when I'd art and then I'd release. I'd go, I'd hold my breath and go, and Hubster would go, "Why are you moaning? Why are you moaning while you're coloring?" And I said, "I'm not moaning. I'm exhaling. I just let my breath out." But he used to tease me. I don't do it as much. I think streaming and talking and working has kind of changed my breathing habits. Kind of changed my breathing habits because I'm talking and working all the time. So, all right, there's a little start there. Let's put a little darker down in here, maybe. It's a fish fin right there. Do that all the time would hold your breath, especially when I'm using markers. Yeah, because you when you're breathing, you're going. You're moving. You don't want to move when you're working. But like I said, streaming is really, now I can do stuff without thinking my breath is gonna mess up. Let's see which blue I'm using. The slate blue slate number 1024. It's my favorite blue shading blue. I love this. And I also use it, this and the blue, colonial blue. Now, it's not always necessarily colonial blue, although that's what this one is. There's a couple, 2 or 3 different shades that Deco Art has that is essentially the same. It's a slate blue. It's a great shadow color. I use it in eyes, like, if you want a shadow in the eyes, slate blue is a great shadow color for the eyes. All right, I'm just going to get some fur in here because I'm going to do a lot of this is going to be poscud over. It's going to be poscud. Poscud over. You'll see in a minute. Um, I'm trying to decide what's down in here. Let's see, there's his foot right there, the bottom of his foot. Cat butt on the keyboard. Yeah. I usually have Malibu up here, but they're both sleeping over there in the bedroom, so they get up early. Hubster gets up about 4. I maybe 4:35, depending on when he has my coffee ready. He makes my coffee every morning, so. But he gets up with the cats, and they have a little routine. They go in and out of the window, and they might want to meander out into the garage, and then after they're fed, and they know Hubster gets up at a certain time, and they're trained. They're trained for those different times. Oh, it just came out. Oh, yeah, we'll have to. I'm going to enjoy that book. If y'all missed it, Cheshire Cat gave me a book this morning. You'll have to go back. I'm going to read out of it every Monday when we do the prompts. All right, I don't want to get too carried away with the blue, but this is a good start. And I can always add more too. But just to give it a little bit of shadow in here to start. All right, let me go ahead and do a start with a flat of yellow on the fish. They're going to be yellow orange. Koi, they don't look like koi fish as far as their shape, but I might kind of do them a little koi fish-esque. I did pull something over here on the side. I said, maybe let's see if this will work. I'm going to try this, but that's at the very, very end. I'm not going to tell you what I'm going to do. So let's just put a nice, very light, very, very, very light coat of yellow just to get it based in. I don't see any questions or anything. If I miss anybody coming in. Good morning. So if y'all missed it, we're coloring out of Pop Manga Catitude, Camilla del Errico, right view? All right, so we're going to base in all the fish very lightly. Don't hard pressure at the beginning of coloring because, you can only get so many layers of wax buildup. That's what I like about having a base coat of acrylic paint because it gives you a little tooth regardless of the kind of paper that you're working on. Gives you a little tooth. But it's because of the matte acrylic paint. If you use artist grade tube paints, you'll get varying results depending on the brand. Some brands have more sheen to them than others. That's why I just stick with my craft paints. It doesn't have to be Americana Deco Art. It can be other brands. Just make sure they're matte. And it doesn't say matte. It doesn't say matte. But if there's satin, gloss, metallic, it will say that. But yeah, if you want a nice little base for your coloring. I'm just going to put a coat over the whole thing. Sure what that little thing is right there. Is that a hook? Oh, thanks, Tina. So, what are y'all working on? Who's coloring? Who's collaging? Does anybody have something they've posted? Mixed media? on their Instagram. I'll try to look it up if y'all want to shout yourself out. First off, coloring. Has anybody got anything new coloring? Nana, you're coloring. Do you have something posted on Instagram? Tell me anybody that's coloring that has something posted. Let's see. Do I want to go ahead and go with a little bit of darker color next? I think this one is. I think it's carmine, which is it's supposed to be a red, but it's really a red orange. You color me. Do you have me? Do you have a Instagram? I can't remember. Let's see. Ann makes. I would be coloring. Yes, if you're cat. Huh? Oh my gosh, you're trying diamond dots for the first time? I've done a couple back when some years ago, Arlene. I did Samantha, a big fairy, and I've done a couple. It's too tedious for me. It's like cross stitch. It's just too. And I wear trifocals. I don't know what kind of glasses maybe some of y'all might wear, but then you can't see. I do have glitter glasses. I do have my glasses are glitter, but they're trifocals. So to try to do dots, diamond paintings, it's so tiny. I have some dots and some stuff. If maybe I should just send it to you if I could find them because I put them away. But I have some. If you get into it and stick with it, Arlene, let me know and I'll go dig it out because I am not going to do it again. I'm just saying. Okay, Laverne coloring but not posting. I post a picture from Rita Berman's book. Okay, Missy. Okay, I'm not sure. Why does that kind of sound familiar, but not? If y'all missed it, there's if y'all missed it, there's Samantha. Let's see. She just was there. Let me go over to Instagram. And if y'all's name is different than here, you're going to have to tell me because I do not have everybody's name. I have Catacomic Tina. I know Catacomic Tina and a couple of y'all, but I don't really know everybody's name. So let me see if Missy comes up. All right, Missy, there's a whole bunch of Missies, and I don't see yours. I don't see a Missy Johnson. So you'll have to tell me. There's a Missy Slack Johnson, but I don't know if that's you. Y'all have to tell me your names if you want me to shout you out and show your stuff. Angie's working on little envelopes. Laverne trying to color, but my bird is ringing his bell. Well, go feed him, Laverne, and then color. Laverne. Oh, let's see. Keeks. Also, I think the fish is stuffed animal, so it's probably a zipper. Oh, Keeks, good catch. It's a zipper. That's what it is. It's a zipper. I don't want this popping up right now. Come on. How do I get rid of this? I don't want to resolve this now. There we go. That's what it is. It's a zipper. Let's go ahead and let me get a dark. Let's see here. It's a zipper. We'll have to do a little. We'll do a little. It'll look almost like he's stitched here. Good catch, Keeks. All right, let's see. Oh no, optical illusion, Terry. Good luck. Is it like a Escher kind of book? Let's see. Yes, she does have pretty red hair. She dyed it just for her trip to London. Yeah. Let's see. Thanks, Tina. I try. Let's see. Hello, Karen Harris. Messy Palette. I'm looking for anybody that okay, Kat put a link to that's Rita Berman's. Okay, I can't click on it from my computer though. I need it. I need the name of the Missy. If I need Missy's Instagram name, Missy. If you want me to show it, I can't. You got there's a whole. This is how many Missies there. I don't think any of those are you. It's supposed to look like Malibu. That's why I did a white cat. And good morning, Devin. Let's see. Yeah, my cats have a fish toy as well, but I didn't even think about that. I didn't think that could be a zipper. Let's see. Angie, you sent me a picture. Would you email it to me, Angie? Let's see. Let me do the Instagrams first because I'm right here on Instagram. And y'all know how Instagram doesn't always load easy for me. So let's see. Messy palettes cleaning. Miss, oh, she is Slack Johnson. Okay, because I do see a Miss Slack Johnson. I didn't know that was her. Okay, all right, Missy. All right, now let's see if it'll load or I'm going to have to step out in the hall like I always have to do on Instagram. Instagram does not load in this room. I know it's weird. Hang on. Let me step out in the hall, see if it'll load. Okay, there we go. All right, there we go. Oh, that's cute, Missy. All right, so here we go. There we go. I don't recognize that book. I don't think I've ever seen that book. Do I follow you, Missy? Let's see. I do follow you already. So let's see. Now that you mention it, right? It's the toy. Her art's really pretty. You're welcome, Missy. Thanks for sharing. All right. So nobody else is going to tell me their IG to shout out. This is in her Africa book. Okay. Rita Berman's Africa book. Very nice, Missy. Did you use a gold gel pen? It looks like you use a gold gel pen. I did pull my gel pens. I pulled my grabby gel pens just in case. I don't know that we're going to use it, but maybe on the fish scales. We maybe put a little on the fish scales. All right, let's see. All right, let's see. All right, let me go to my emails. Let's see. Angie sent me a picture. Come on, load. Okay, so now this is on a disc. I know Angie's been doing things on a disc. Now, Angie, how'd you do this? I mean, what medium is that? Is it like a stencil or what is it, Angie? And is it paint? Paint and a stencil? Tina said, have you seen the cards that Arlene's been making? Oh, wait, I have seen them. But let me go over here to Arlene. All right, let me go back to IG. All right, Arlene. Arlene. Go back. Oh, come on. Let's start over. There we go. Okay, so this one is from the mixed media prompt game. I'm not sure what game, who's, but there's one of Arlene's. There's Adkinsell is Arlene. This is dimensional. It's hard to see. I can tell it's dimensional, but it's hard to tell here. Very nice, Arlene. Very nice. And there's Arlene's chair. She said, that's why I was wondering, did you have to take it in to get it cleaned, Arlene? Oh, this one's real pretty. Do I like that one? Yeah, I did like it. And it's kind of flashed out. They're more vibrant when you go over there and look at them. Very nice, Arlene. Okay, it's vinyl. Okay, all right, Angie. So it's a vinyl. It's hard to do, I bet. I never have done anything with vinyl on my Cameo. I just never got into the vinyl stuff. Let's see. I'm looking to see if anyone will shout anybody else out. Hi, Jane. Let's see. Okay, hi, Ellen. Let me keep going here. She did a birthday, like a masculine looking one. Although this right here, I would like this for a birthday card. Love the compass rose and the travel theme. And then there's some of Arlene's garden flowers. Nice, Arlene. Very nice. Miriam, you sent me something in an email. Okay, let me go look. Miriam, you're on Instagram, aren't you? Aren't you on Instagram, Miriam? All right, let me go over here. Let me go see. And y'all remember to keep Miriam in your prayers. I don't have an email from you, Miriam. I have no email from you. It either hasn't come in yet, or if you like just sent it or something, but I don't have an email from you, Miriam. You want to double check to make sure? Here's my email address. Of course, you know, who knows what's going on with y'all, if y'all are even able to send an email right now. Okay, Messy on Instagram. Is that your name on Instagram, Messy? I don't remember. You know, when I go see you over there, I go, oh yeah, it's, you know, but I can't remember everybody's handle, if you will. Let me go look up Messy. Okay, Messy Palette. Okay. It says your account is, do I not follow you? It's how, I know I don't follow you because you have a private account, but I will follow you now. I requested access, Messy Palette. I don't follow private IGs unless we're like talk, you know, I know who you are, but I know who you are, Messy. So I requested access to your, oh, that's right. I think Miriam, that something happened with that too. All right, you just sent it? Okay, well, I haven't got your email. I haven't got your email, Miriam. And Diane, Messy Palette, I just requested that you let me in. And let's see, Cat and Paste. Has Cat and Paste done anything the last couple days? Probably. Let's go to Cat and Paste. And Tina, too. Okay, so Cat and Paste is working in Sarah. Oh, wait, coloring book by Sarah. Sarah Renee Clark has a color book? I did not know that Sarah Renee Clark had a color book, Cat and Paste. I did like it though, but I didn't know who. So there's a picture by Cat and Paste. Y'all follow Cat and Paste. Very nice, Cat and Paste. I'm in. Okay, Messy. I'll go back over there. And then she also, I did not know, because I have Sarah Renee Clark's, you know, color cubes. I did not know she had a color book. So y'all go follow Cat and Paste. All right, and let me go back to Messy. Now that she's let me in. Okay. All right. So she's all right. Messy's been cleaning. Now, y'all remember she has a private account, so you will have to get her to okay you before you can get in there. So she showed this. I guess she showed this on YouTube though. She cleaned her workspace. So there's her workspace, Messy Palette, AU. She's in Australia. I'm trying to see, let's see here. Something that she colored here. Y'all go follow Messy. Okay, and Tina's putting in links. Cat and Paste. And then let me go over to Tina. Tina is Catacomic. Just we're on a little rabbit trail. We'll be right back, kitty. We'll be right back. Tina is Catacomic, and so she has shown a picture. She does have the book. There's Tina, Catacomic 64, but we'll have no pictures of her coloring in it yet. But I did show this last week, I think. This one here. So here's a picture. Here's one of the pictures that Tina's colored. Tina's an excellent colorist. She doesn't shout herself out that much. Just saying. So we have to shout her out. Y'all go follow Tina, Catacomic 64. That's amazing, Tina. So, and Devin what was the last thing Devin posted? I think Devin posted a mixed media piece over the weekend. And Devin Rex for Art. Okay, she posted. You'd have to understand this. You'd have to go see her last video. She did a balloon smush technique to make these patterns. I didn't like that one. It's like that. Here's her last. This is her last reverse collage. So y'all go over there and look at Devin Rex for Art and her YouTube channel. Let's see. Anybody else? I know there are, Arlene. All of y'all just amazing. Okay, but I better get back to this before somebody goes, you just showed everybody off. You didn't do any coloring. No one's gonna say that to me, but you know, it has been known to happen in the past. Hi, Kathleen. Let's see. Kathleen says I did a little whimsical. Is it on your IG, Kathleen? We'll go over there. We'll go back over there. Let's see. Oh, that's cute, Kathleen. Oh my gosh, that's adorable. I just liked it. That's adorable, Kathleen. That's adorable. All right, so let's get back over here and let's see. I think I'll take an orange. No, I think I'll go ahead and take the carmine red and I'm going to go ahead and do some shadowing with that first. I kind of wanted to look a little bit like koi fish coloring, which has got, you know, the black and the dark brown in it. So we'll see. All the fish. I don't know that I'm gonna have time to do all the fish, but this is kind of where I was heading with it. Let's see. Let me look up a koi fish colors because I kind of do want those spots, you know. I can't really remember how they look. Let's look up koi fish. KOI, koi fish. Okay, let's see. And let's look up images. Okay, see something like, you know, like this. Say. So we'll see. I really want to get back on the cat here in a minute, so I'm just going to go ahead and put a little bit of the shade. Throw a little shade on our semi-koi fish. Put it in caps if you're talking to me, guys, so I can catch it. All right, so what I'm going to want to do now is every little scale, if you want them to show up, you're going to have to put some pencil to work here. And I know this is supposed to be the toy fish, and maybe these are supposed to be real fish, but you know. All right, let's see. Let's do a little quick shading on them. And you could probably go in here with some gel pens or some acrylic marker to do all these little scales. I mean, you can do a lot of things, you know. There's a lot of things you can do. I'm just kind of sticking with pencil right now. Go on the eyes. Yes, View, throwing some shade. All right, let's see. View, have you colored something in this Catitude book yet? I thought I saw you did a video, but did you do a Catitude or did you do something else? I didn't look. So I don't know. I saw you come up as doing something on YouTube, but I didn't see what it was. Did I say I was in? Yeah, I saw Jen, Ellen. Who else am I missing? So right now it's all very pale. It's very base coating, but this is what you got to do to start. We see how far we get. Janet's being quiet today. Yeah. So many. I know, right, Zinjan? There's a ton of color. I used to do a ton more color. I've got literally hundreds of color book videos. And I do have a playlist, a color book playlist. I just don't color as much as I used to because I've spent the last couple years really getting more. I mean, I've always done my collage and my mixed media and my abandoned altered book reverse collage stuff. But then I just started getting more and more into collage and less because you got so many hours in the day. Oh, you were on the phone earlier. So I just, you got to kind of pick. You got to kind of pick sometimes. And I just said, I've got hundreds of color books and hundreds of color book videos. So I kind of wanted to do something different for you guys because I've done so many color books over the years. It's like, well, they can always go back and look at all my color booking. There's tons. And I don't want y'all to get bored with my same exact color, yeah. So I kind of just moved on to doing more collage and less color books, but I love to color. But I like to do collage and mixed media as well. So, hi, Dot. Yeah, you watch those? You. All right, let me sharpen again. I got to get those little scales in here. So, yeah, again, I'm just getting some base going here. When it comes to art, Dee Dee does. Yeah, I do a lot of different things. But again, when you stream for 15 years, 10, 11 here on YouTube, and then 4 years or so over on Ustream, which is no longer. And, you do a lot. You do a lot. And I used to stream 3 days a week. I cut that back to 2 days a week. So I've got, hundreds of videos that are almost all my videos are at least almost like average 3 hours each. So that's a lot of content time. Because I don't make just shorts, well, I've made a few shorts, but I don't make just videos. I do lives. So all my videos, my lives, and you have to look under the live tab, by the way. You have to look under the live tab. I'm not under videos. If you just go to my, tabs over there, there's home, videos, live, shorts, posts. You have to go to the live tab to see my videos because there's a couple under videos and there's a few under shorts. But most everything that I post is under the live tab, just so y'all know, if y'all didn't already know that, on YouTube. And then every weekend, sometime over the weekend, at least by Monday, I try to post a book a week. I'm up to, I think, week 129 of posting a book a week on the post tab. It used to be called community tab. Now it's called post. And I post a book every week. So let me get a sip of water. Just putting a little shade on each little fish. And go back to the cat here in a minute. Okay. Ellen read about 20 of her books already and got 5 more. Lisa Jackson is a mystery writer. Okay, I don't know if I know Lisa Jackson. Can you name one of her books, Ellen? Uh, all right, let's go back to the cat for a minute. Let's go. I want a little bit more darker blue shadows, but not too much. Maybe I should go hit it with gray. I want too much blue. Let's see. So I want to do a little bit more shading on the cat, and then I can throw on some fur. We'll throw some fur. We threw the shade already. Now we're going to throw some fur. Because this will be the underpainting, if you will. And I am hurrying faster than I would if I was just coloring by myself. But I am trying to get as much done as I can. And I would like to maybe finish this one because it's a new book and I want to promote it, you know. So, and I love me some Camilla de Errico. So I have to have a finished page to post. So everybody told me about what they're coloring. What else have y'all been working on? Yes, I know, Keeks. She does. It does remind me of Malibu too. And I know it's looking kind of dark, but give me a minute. You'll see. You'll see what we're going to do. So yeah, I don't know if Wednesday we'll work on that little accordion file thing, or I'm really anxious to do another. I haven't done a disc in a while on stream. I haven't done a disc in a while. Oh, thanks, Tina. Hi, One Eye Open. Don't fall asleep on us, One Eye Open. You just got to build up your layers. Let's see. Camilla will love this. She's been saying it's on G to show her your complete. Oh, okay. Yeah, I always tag the artists, the color book creators. I always tag them, and I always show a picture of the cover. In the tagging, I always try to remember to do that and give the shout out and tag the creator of the comic book. Looking at Tina Catacomic, um, of the color book. Let's see. There's something back up here. Let me scroll back up. I was watching Mike Miller the other day coloring one of. I know, right? He's got into coloring now on his. It's doing on Whatnot, and then also on YouTube. But yeah, Mike Miller's one of, well, we've been knowing him forever, probably at least 12, 15 years. And he does all different kinds of things on YouTube. But he's worked for Marvel and DC and Game of Thrones. And he's an amazing artist, isn't he, Tina? Yeah. I don't get over there as much as I used to. Let's see. But I have seen I have watched a couple of his marker coloring. Is it Mark? Yeah, Marker is doing right now. Let's see. Who else am I missing? Whatnot in YouTube. Okay. Yes. Right, Tina? I know. He is. He's a great artist. And I think he's still doing. I'd have to next time Amy comes in. I'll have to. Or you might know, Tina, if he's still doing the is it Wednesday night drawing? Group drawing. Everybody comes in there and draws on his channel. Is he still doing that? Is it on Wednesday nights? That's always been fun too, to go watch a whole bunch of different comic artists drawing. I don't get over there as much. Yeah, Wednesdays. Okay, thanks, Tina. All right, I'm just putting down some shade, guys. You got, it takes a minute. A little darker up under the fish here. Drawn and quartered, yes. And Arlene's over there sometimes too. Well, Arlene, I don't know. Are you a mod over there? I don't remember. I know Amy. Amy is, and I used to be back in the day, but I haven't been over there in so long. All right, let's see. Thanks, Miriam. All right, so I think that's good for a little base. Oh, let's do this little paw a little better here. Because now what I want to do is show y'all. And again, I do take more time when I color by myself. But, all right, let's go ahead and ignore the fish for a minute because we're going to go back to the fish. And I want to, with the Posca, let's make sure this one's working. I think it is. All right, let's start on his little face here. Let's put a little highlight in his tongue. Let's see. Let me zoom in. Maybe we'll zoom in one. Kind of grab the light there. All right, let's see what we can do here. All right. Now, I haven't done anything else on the background, but I think there might be enough blue that this will show up. And I do want to give him a couple little things. Give him a little highlight on the nose. And the whiskers, I'll probably do black. You'll see. See how the gray was important to have down first. You can't shade around all this Posca. You have to have the shading down first to go over the top. Thanks, Cat and Paste. That's a nice compliment coming from you. Our little our coloring star. Cat Paste is really an amazing artist, I'm telling y'all. And she does a lot of her coloring with Crayolas. People, you will not believe what she can do with Crayolas. That's my family. Yeah, it is. Do a little fish eye there. All right, so let's hold that up. So you can see the difference between here and here. See? So you can see it takes a minute to do this. Bye, Angie. All right, let's see. Let's go around these little paws. Little toe beans. Give some little hairs around the toe beans. I don't know if it's a little flashed down. I don't know. It's pretty true to color. Maybe it's just a little bright. Let's turn it down just a tad. There you go. And I'm trying to go, like kind of follow Camilla's line art a little bit. So you don't want it just all the fur going one way, especially since he's upside down, or he or she, depending on if it's Malibu or Oliver. Have the fur going different ways over the top of your gray and blue or whatever undercolor that you colored. See how it's making it look furry? And you can go back in and add a, a little bit more depth if you want with a gray or a blue and just get a little bit in there. But you want the bulk of your shadows already down before you do this. What is this? What is everybody talking about in my family? Okay, then around the little foot here. Smooth that out. A few more little hairs around the toe beans. Okay, I'm not seeing anything in caps, so I'm going to keep working here. And all this underbelly fur is going kind of every which way. I'll get back to the fish here in a minute. Because I did want to do a little bit of koi colors. All right, we'll stop from there. Let's put a little bit of something right there. Oh, thanks, Tori. All right, I'm going to take a break from the Posca and let that kind of sit up a little bit. And again, if I do the background, I can leave the background this light blue. I could do it black. I could do it, I don't know yet what we'll do with the background. If I want to leave it like this and just leave it kind of faded in, or if I want to go, if you are going to paint the background, you probably want to wait on doing all the little hairs that are going to be on the background till after you paint the background, like I did on the last one where we made sure to get that done before I started doing the flicking, but let me go ahead and let's see here. Let's see how thick is this. This is going to be that's too thick. I need I'm just thinking about doing, just to show you, I might have to redo this because depending on if I do the background, but do a few little whiskers. Just a few whiskers there. I know I say it all the time. I love watching. Oh, thanks, Tina. Very sweet. Hi, KP. Who else am I missing? I said, Kathleen. I know. I love me a white Posca. But the thing about a white Posca that's so great is you can go over the white Posca with any color. So it doesn't have to stay white, but it can still retain a vibrancy. If you put white Posca down and you don't want it that so white, you can take and go in here with, you got to make sure it's dry though. Let's go up here where this one is. And you can go over it. And you can still see where you put those white Poscas, but you'll also have, a vibrancy where the white was. you know, and some shadows and stuff. But you got to make sure it's dry. Otherwise, if it's not dry, you're just going to kind of scrape it off, you know. So you want to make sure it's dry before you go in there. I'm doing this as a coloring. Oh, love you. All right, so now let's stop on the cat for a minute. And again, I'm not sure if I'm going to leave the background blue or what, but I wanted to. Where's my koi fish? I wanted to do some koi fish colors. You know, some are white and some are with the orange splotch. See, like that. And then some are. I want to find some of the ones that are here. This kind of like these colors. See, like that. See how you can still see the scales and the colors, and they're different colors. So, and I can do that a couple of different ways. I can also do it with the Posca, where let's do this big one here. Let's do him. Let's go ahead and put in some of the. That's not quite brown enough. Let's see. That one's better. Okay. And again, I know this is supposed to be a fake fish because we put the zipper in there, but let's still go ahead and color it like a koi. So we'll do some different shapes like a koi. We'll start with some brown here. And get some black in there. We'll make it really stand out. And I know these aren't koi fish and they have different, although I can, just to make it look more koi-esque, we can give it some, let's see, that's not going to show up. We could give it some, you know, those big whiskers. Hi, woman. Who else am I missing? We can make it our own kind of fish. Half koi, half whatever part, you know. And the same thing, their tails aren't as pointy here as I would like them to be. But I just like the colors of the koi, and you'll see why I decided I wanted to do this in a minute. Let's see, black, blue. Did I pull a black over here? I thought I did. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do a few different things here. Put some extra shadow on the. I know it looks a little hot mess right now, but I'm trying to get a base. I'm trying to get a base down. And this is the fake fish. The stuffed fish. All right, let's go in with some orange. Let's see. Not seen anybody say anything yet, so I'll keep working here. And all these little fish will be similar to this big one. Okay, let's get some yellow. We'll sharpen. I'll still with the tour. Give me a few minutes, y'all. It takes a minute. You got to get all the base on here. And I did lose the little zipper. I probably need to put that back in. I probably should wait until I get everything done. But the little zipper, let's see, that's not going to go over that color. Let's see. This one should go over. Wanted to do a little zipper. Keeks noticed that was a zipper there. Because I go, what is that thing hanging out? It's a zipper. Okay, now let me get in here with my details. And again, I don't have to leave this white. After it dries, I can go over it with colors. Okay. All right, here we go. Annette, love watching all the layers. Oh, thanks. Thanks, Arlene. My family, I guess they're all texting each other different stuff. I was glad we got to talk to Samantha yesterday, so that was nice. Okay, now do I want to add some gel pen maybe? The thing about adding any kind of glitter, gel, anything like that, you can't really photograph it. It doesn't really show up in photos. She's loving it, Annette. I showed pictures earlier. All right, let's see. Do I want anything else in here? That might be enough. For now, anyway. I'm sure I'll go back in there and do some stuff. But you got to let that Posca, you got to let the Posca 100% dry before you try to color over it, or you'll just lift the Posca right off. You know what I mean? So, all right, let's back up a little so I can see the big picture. See? There we go. So I'm thinking I probably might want to do I want to do some blue? Do I want to do some paint in there? Do I want to do some inking maybe? Maybe some inking. Now, all these fish right here, I'm not going to take the time to do them really right now, but they're all going to be the same kind of thing like this, just, smaller scale. Okay, they're all going to be this kind of thing. Let's see, I need a little bit more orange right in here, I think. That's better. Just add a little bit more orange in there. And hopefully that's dry before I go over it. Because see, when I go over those white, like on these on the fins, you still see lines, but they're not white. All right, let's just leave it for a minute. Let's see. Let's see, what kind of ink do I want? Do I just want some distressings? Let's see what color this looks like on. Maybe. Is that too different? Let's see. Come on, open. Maybe that's a little gray, but that would probably be better in this case. We can always add pencil over it. Let's see. We might do a little of this. I got to take a quick break, though, guys. Let me do a BRB. All that lemon water. I'll be right back. Hang on. Get my hands dry now. Okay, Tina. Now another sip of water. All right. Let's see. Get a brush here. Let's see how clean this one is. Not bad. Let's see. Let's just do a little test. I need a piece of paper here. Need a little scratch paper. All right, let's see. Is that going to work? Is it going to be dark enough? Maybe. I'm not sure it's the right blue, but we're going to go with it. It's kind of a gray blue. I'm trying to pick up enough, but not to get it too. I'm not sure if this is, maybe I should go with the oxide. Maybe I should go with the oxide. It's showing up a little, but it's not showing up like the way I'm kind of imagining. Let's see. Let's try an oxide instead of distress ink. Let's see. I still have something else I want to do here. Oh, let's test this guy. Let's see what this one looks like. It's a little better. Maybe I should just go with this. What other do I have? It's too green. Maybe the gray. No, that's too black soot. What's this one? Lost Shadow. Let's see what this one does. Let me clean my brush off a little. Let's see what this one looks like. No, it's too light. All right, I got some other ones, but they're not in here. Where are they? I don't know. I don't know where I put them. They're under here somewhere. All right, we're just going to go with that one. We'll roll with this. We'll roll with this one. All right, let's see. It's working pretty good. And then I want to go back over the white fur on the edge. So I can soften it. I could have done this with pan pastels as also. And you could do it with pencil too, but take you longer. And you can get some on the cat because you're going to go over it with the pencil. You'll see. I mean, the Posca here in a minute. Just want to give the cat a little depth around him. So I can get right in there. Hang on, guys. I'm not looking at chat for just a second. So he kind of looks like he fell in the water. And I'll show you why I wanted to do that here. Okay, I've got two other things I want to do. All right. And that is, one is to take my Posca and do the edges. Do not. Dorothy. I forget Dorothy only can do caps. And I know she's not talking to me all the time. It's just her keyboard only allows her to do caps. So I keep forgetting that on Dorothy. All right. So she's talking to other people. All right. Let's see here. So I'm just going to put a little fur flying. And then maybe a little extra on the whiskers. Maybe on those little fins. Let's do some little claws. Let's give him some claws here too. Some of the little details. Give it a little shadow under the, let's see, where's my gray? Hi, Jackie. Anybody else I miss coming in? All right, so some of this is not quite dark. I want a little bit, some areas that are a little darker. So I'm going to have to go back in here periodically and shade just a little bit more. Throw a little more shade in here every so often, or every so little ever places. Because y'all know I like me some contrast. But I don't want to deflect from it being a white cat either, you know? So let's sharpen. Thank you, Cheshire Cat. Just kind of going in there and giving myself a little bit more shadow. And I can always go back in with more white, make it more furry. Those whiskers too. I don't want to lose those whiskers. Go back over with some white. Thanks, Nanimo. All right, I'm going to stop on this for a minute because I wanted to show you one of the things that I wanted to do with the fish. It was either this page or the other page with the fish. And the reason I want, let's do these little claws here. Might need a little black just to make those little claws stand out a little. And I did want to do a few. Let me go with the marker. I think I want to get a few little extra dark scales in there. Get that eye nice and dark. Let's see. Hi, Blade. Don't know Artistic Biker. He's been doing videos lately and drawing. Y'all need to follow him. I mean, his real name's not Blade, but I've always called him Blade since day one. And he has a whole story about why his nickname was Blade. But he's the Artistic Biker. Jonathan is his name. So anyway. So how you been? I saw some of your family pics over the Father's Day weekend. You and the family, and his he calls his wife his bride, and she's an art teacher, and she's amazing herself. She's so cute. All right, so there we go. I think that's good for now. But here's why I wanted to do, and again, I have not colored any of these fish. These fish are all going to be colored like this. So they'll stand out with the black, the yellow, and the orange. All these fish will be that. And then I don't know if I'll go around them with some ink or something. It does need a little, still needs a little darker, but I don't want to really go too blue. Let's see. Let's look at this color. This is slate gray. That's a different one. This one is blue slate, and this is slate gray. So I'm thinking I might have to do a little bit of slate gray just to add a little bit darker areas in some places. Not all the way around, but so we'll put a little bit of slate gray. So the reason I wanted to do the fish page with the cat is because, hang on. All right, I'll do the rest of this after a while. So I'm going to want a little bit darker around the edges here, like this. You know, you can it's kind of showing where I have some darker areas around the cat. And I might do some foamy stuff, but I can't do that till all the fish are colored because, you know, I can't put white foam and stuff over the fish and try to color around them. I don't want to do that. But, all right, let me move this out of the way. So, earlier, now let me find them all over here. Hang on. I didn't do all of them, but I did a few just so y'all can see. Why I wanted to do this was wait for it. I'm not sure where I'm going to put everything yet, but I want one coming out of its mouth. I'm not sure exactly where I want them yet. I cut out a bunch of fish. Maybe those two can be talking to each other. And I'm not sure where I'm going to put them all right yet. Right yet? But the fish are coming after the cat. So anyway, circling the cat, you know. Something like this. Let's see, maybe I'll put this one up. This one coming around. So that was my plan. That was why I did the, yes. That's why I did the yellow and the orange fish. And of course, I still have to color all these fish this color, right? So anyway, that's that. And look at the look on this one's face. Look. And this one is in his mouth. This one's going to be getting bit or about to get bit. Anyway, guys, so this was my plan with the page. So like I said, I still got to finish these fish, and I don't know. I might need to add some darker blue to kind of make the cat stand out, or add some more white, like his little ear here, or some of the areas around him. So we'll see. So there we go. But that was my plan. So let me go ahead and I want to put. Let's just go ahead and put something on here so this kind of stays put until I can come back to it. But I wanted to show y'all the book again. So let me get a sip of my water. And again, I did not put any of my uh, glitter gel pens. I could add some of that as well to some of the fish when they're all finished being colored. I might add a little bit of gold or orange glitter gel pen to them, but that won't show up in a photograph unless I angle photos so that you can see a shimmer. All right, so let me go ahead and show the Catitude book again because we can. So, and Tina said this is the one she's working on. Thanks, Kat. Kat put a link to the book. So I love me some pop manga. I have all her books, and y'all know every October we work in her I remember what the exact name of it is, but they're kind of creepy, and I don't know if it's not called creepy and cool, but anyway, we work in that every year. I should go grab that one. I think I will. I'll go grab the Camilla one that we work in every October to show again. This was the other one that had the fish that I almost went with this one. But he didn't have the look of being attacked. So that's why I went with the other one. Sure you do, Devin. Look at Mona Lisa. Mona Lisa. We might have to do some kind of collage bits here with some, Da Vinci. I love this one. All right, so let me just kind of show y'all this one again. All right, now let's see if I can turn the page and hold it in place. I'm not sure. There we go. Isn't that one cute? Yes, Missy, I've colored a lot of pop manga, Camilla's pages. This one looks like he needs to have fire. I mean, maybe that is fire. It looks like he needs to have some kind of mist coming out of his mouth, right? Like, see, it has to have the sound effects coming all the way around him. Might have to do that one. What I like, they're all new. They're all new pages. That one's cute. There's Malibu and Oliver. Yes, a dragon cat, me. Yes. Aren't they awesome, though? And this one I almost picked too because I love bees. But she has that whole bee book. All right, so let me flip that over without losing that. Okay. All right, hang on. Let me go get the other one. Hang on, guys. Okay. And Arlene, are you still here? I found something. Are you here, Arlene? Let me know. Did Arlene leave or is she still here? I just pulled two of my books. Let me see if Arlene's still here. Let me get a bite of. Now I don't want to talk and chew my Fig Newton, so I'm going to read chat for a second. But I want to see if Arlene's still here. Give her a minute. Y'all know if I talk and chew, I choke. So let me see. I want to see if Arlene's here. I'll save it for later if she's gone. She might have said she left and I missed it. Okay. And here's the Flights of Fancy with the bees. I've done a couple in here. So I pulled this one too. I haven't done as much in this one, but and some of these have duplicates in them, I'm pretty sure. Okay, so here's the one I did. This one here. And see how it's got a little bit of a glowy back around it? Yes, I can talk and chewing. I've tried it before, Blade. I've talked and chewed and I've choked on it. And then I'm coughing the rest of the stream. All right, so you see how that has a little bit of the reason that I can do this around these little chicks is because I painted this black acrylic. The black acrylic allows you to do those little things like that. I haven't done a lot in this book, maybe just a couple, but I wanted to show them to you. See, I want to do this with the bees in her hair. We just haven't colored as much. This would be a good one at Halloween too. Okay, this one I'm not quite done with. See, I've got the wash of gray on the kiwi, but you still wanted to show you how we can make a furry kiwi. All right, let's see here. Did I do anything else in this one? I'm going to leave this one out because I really do want to color some more of these bees. So if you like butterflies and bees, this is the book you would like, and birds. This is the one you'd really want to get. See? Of course, I love my cats, so I love the cat book that just came out last week. So that is the birds, bees, and butterflies. Well, flights of fancy. And then my cute and creepy, we work in this every October for like 3-4 years, whatever year it came out. What's the first year it came out? Let's see. It came out in 2020. So we've probably worked in it for at least 4 years. So I'll flip through this one real quick. Again, black acrylic paint. See how the fur with the pen, the Posca, mist and stencils. Oh, thanks, Nana. This one I haven't finished, but I showed where we're going with it. Same thing for all the scales. You know, all the scales, just like we did on the fish, the scales would be doing the same thing on the unicorn. And see, this is where we're going with this. But that's a lot of work. Stencils. White pencil around it to make it look like a glow. Yes, I do. I pulled this book. I really only work in this book in October. I show it every now and then, but I only really work in it in October. There's that. So you can see some of the Posca. Went around all those butterflies with Posca. There's a little spider web. And the lace is done with Posca. And again, black acrylic paint with no water. This is black acrylic paint with no water. So it's very flat paint. Posca for the lace and the crown. Hi, Barber Chicken Pot Pie Society. I gave him, it looks like he really bit into something. I gave him way too much blood. Vampire boy there. And then this is all, where I take and put white acrylic paint on my hand and mash a baby wipe into it. You put the white acrylic paint. Well, you can pick it up with the baby wipe and mash it into the baby wipe, and then you can do this and make those ghosty things. Thanks, Cat and Paste. I love my little snow yetis. I put little, and I love saying this because I think it's so cute. I gave them little underarm hairs. And then all this is like pencil around blobs of white paint. And then again, you just paint around. Thanks, Blade. So you see, I still have plenty. These remind me of, I don't know if she meant it to be the Moogles. I don't know if that's what she meant them to be, but that's what remind me of. And then she did not have fur. I turned her more into a cat than she really was. But I only work on these in October, so. And I love my Bride of Frankenstein. And I love her hair. I love her hair and the glasses I gave white Posca, some reflective lenses. And her hair just turned out perfect. And the little ghosties, they have, pencil all around them. So there's still lots of pages to do. Well, not lots, but there's quite a bit to do left in there. And see again, scales with the Posca. This cat got a little lost in my beams of light coming out. He got a little lost back there, but I know he's there, but I wanted him the same color as the pumpkins, but I think I put one or two beams of light too many, but zombie kids. Okay, Dot. This one's got stencils. Stencils to make it look like snake skin or some kind of, put some on her face and yeah. So this one's one of my all-time favorites. I just love the lace, the flatness of the background, and his little spiky bits there. And just the look on her face. I just love this page. And then just a little test page back there with a little bat. So you like the hedgy too? I do too. That's just, I guess, just everything about this page just worked for me. You know, the colors, the lace, the flowers, everything about it. So I just love that page. So anyway, that's the cute and creepy that we work in every October. And this is the next, before this one, I think was Flights of Fancy. So let's see, what year did this one come out? So in the front or the back? Sometimes in the front, sometimes in the back. And then sometimes not at all. Here it is. 2024. Yeah. So this one's last year. This one is this year, and this was 2020. So anyway, guys, let's go back over here and look at my page that we're still working on. This one will be coming out of his mouth. This one's kind of right here. There we go. But I'll try to finish this today. I'll try, because really all I really have to finish is coloring all these other little fish, so they'll be nice and bright and vibrant like this one, right? They'll all be these colors. So all right, guys. Well, I guess I'll head on out. Hey, sister, did you just come in? I just missed you. Watch from the balcony today. Okay, good to see you. Let's see. Shannon, Sherry. Who else am I missing? Thanks, everybody, for being here. You're welcome, Tori. Thanks for being here. All right, guys. Well, I guess I'll leave a little early because I don't want to work on this anymore right now. And you take care, Miriam. You stay safe, okay? Y'all keep Miriam in your prayers over there in Israel with all that's going on. We want Miriam to be safe. Well, we want everybody to be safe, but you know, we know Miriam, so we want her to be safe. Thanks, Terry. All right, guys. Y'all have a great rest of your day. Don't forget Janet. Let me click on her. Janet comes on at 1 Eastern. So I don't have do you know what you're going to do today, Janet? Do you want to say? Do you know? Janet comes on at 1 Eastern. And there's Tina putting in her link right there. And let's see if she says what she's going to do today. So I'll see y'all over there because I mod for Janet just like she mods for me. Yes, thank you, Tina. So I don't see Janet answering me. So, might do some lettering. Okay. Well, you know what you need to get out, Janet, if you're going to do lettering. Yes, your grabby gel pens. All right, guys. Y'all have a blessed rest of your day. Go do something creative, and we'll see you over at Janet's at 1. Bye, guys.